What's up, guys, and welcome to the QuietLion84 channel. Today we are discussing the major DCU news regarding James Gunn. He is supposed to announce the first slate of movies or shows. Not sure what all is going to be in the announcement, but it's supposed to go down tomorrow. I'm doing this live stream super late here in Texas, so I just kind of wanted to get my thoughts out there about what I think will happen and what the current state of the DCU is. So yeah, let's just jump right into that first topic. Will the DCU succeed with James Gunn? And that's kind of hard to answer because, hold on just a second when I get this, let me get this up real quick. Okay. And we're good. So, will he succeed in the DCU? Hard to say because we literally know nothing. We know he hinted at maybe doing a Superman movie first, but hopefully we'll find that out tomorrow. I think it's a pretty good idea to start off with Superman. I mean, he did kind of set the tone when he let Henry know that Henry Cavill, being the former Superman actor, right now the spot is vacant. But he kind of let Henry know that he was moving in a different direction, and that got everybody thinking about a reboot, which we'll get into in the next topic. But do I think he'll succeed? I do. I mean, I feel like this is definitely a bigger obstacle in his career. He's written movies, he's directed successful movies, and both Marvel and DC. I mean, I am a big fan of the Suicide Squad. I'll tell anybody that if you grew up reading a Suicide Squad comic, then he nailed the tone of what that should be in a movie. Maybe you don't like that tone, and I totally understand that. But that is what a Suicide Squad movie should be. It's rated R, it's not really a kids movie. But yeah, it's a superhero movie, but it's not a kids movie. And I think that's kind of where people are with him, is can he change tone? Because that is not the same tone as a Superman movie. And I think one of the biggest questions is, can he nail that tone of a Superman movie or any other characters besides the Suicide Squad? And that's what we're gonna find out. That's what's really exciting about what's happening right now, what's going to be announced tomorrow. Now, we won't get any movies for a while, but this will kind of get people to start just really wondering what is going to be happening and how it's going to be happening. And if you've followed any comic book movie news, I mean, it's going to be a big deal. So, I just want to inform everyone about this big announcement that's coming up, and I want to document my thoughts on it, and I just want to kind of go along this journey and start here, with what could possibly be happening tomorrow. So, will he succeed? I think so. I think it's set up to be successful. I think he has obviously a big obstacle, but I think he cares enough about the DC characters that it will translate into how much he cares about the work that's involved in presenting these characters in movies or TV or whatever it is. And I think that's important because if you're a DC fan, we haven't really had a true leader that kind of respects the source material or whatnot. And James Gunn is a comic book nerd, and he's been successful in movies and writing, and so he knows the business, he knows the creative side, how to get movies done, how to get successful movies done. So it's kind of if you're checking all the boxes, this is who you want in there. and he's splitting the role, which is smart, with someone else. Someone who's more of a producer who can set budgets and make sure that everything's the machine is humming like it should. So, hi Talisha, thanks for watching. But so yeah, I think he'll be successful. I think it's going to be fun to see where it's headed, and I'm excited. So let's get into the next topic, and that is, should DC Studios reboot? Now this is if I had to imagine James Gunn and his team and what they're trying to decide, I think this is a big question mark. Do you, one, use some of the actors, meaning, let's say, for example, Gal Gadot kept playing Wonder Woman, and then you start this new movie universe with a different actor as Superman, but you still have Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, who was in movies with Henry Cavill. Follow me here. So that's a big question, and a lot of people have been wondering, is he gonna use the Suicide Squad as the first movie, which is a movie that he directed, and it kind of makes sense that he would want to just roll with that since he took a lot of time to figure out those characters and write this story, and it could work. Maybe that the Suicide Squad and maybe Aquaman and Shazam could be a part of it. For me, though, I really feel like the best thing to do is just to cut the cord, as you say, and start fresh. I think it's the smart thing to do. Now, I have no idea what they're going to do, and I could be totally wrong about it tomorrow, and we could be, arguing over how could you keep Jason Momoa as Aquaman and not keep Henry Cavill as Superman, and that I hope we don't have to go down that road, but it's possible that we will. But I just think it just creatively it makes sense to start fresh and not have anything hindering you moving forward. Meaning, they're writing this DCU framework, and you don't want to be handcuffed to certain stories or certain actors. So I think you just start fresh, and I think that makes it more exciting too. It's like we would get a new Wonder Woman, we'd get a new Aquaman, we would get a new Cyborg, we would get all new actors and actresses, and we would get to see how it would be laid out if there was a total plan to all this, and I think that's exciting. So I'm going to choose to be excited about this. I'm not going to, movies are movies. They're nothing to be taken too seriously. They're supposed to be fun. And I think as long as James Gunn respects the characters like he says he does, I think there shouldn't be any problem. And, so I think the best thing to do is to reboot. Just start over. And we'll see tomorrow what that means. But I think it could divide a lot of people if you stay with certain people, certain characters, certain actors and actresses. But I would understand it too, because maybe that's a little easier way to start. But I'll move on to the next topic. But yeah, do I think they should reboot? Yeah, I think it should be a full reboot. That's my opinion on it. And so the last topic is the predictions for what happened tomorrow. So if you guys have any thoughts about this, I'd love for you guys to DM me on Twitter and just let me know what you guys think is gonna happen tomorrow. But I think a few hints that James Gunn has laid out for us is, one, a Superman movie. So I'm pretty confident that will be announced. Maybe a movie title, maybe. I think he's still writing it, so I wouldn't expect too much as far as acting or actors are concerned, like who's going to be cast. I would be shocked if they had gotten that far. I know there's a lot of people, Wolfgang, I can't pronounce his last name, and then there's David Corenswet, I think, and so there's people that have been, and he commented on, I think James Gunn commented on Jacob Elordi being cast. So there's I don't want to get into the who should be cast, because it could be anybody, and I really, as long as they fit the story well, it doesn't really matter to me who gets casted, as long as it makes sense with the story, and that's the most important thing to me. So we'll see if they have casting for the Superman movie. That would be cool. Also, that's what's being teased is Jason Momoa playing Lobo, which I see that happening because that seems like a character that, one, Jason Momoa wants to play, but two, that James Gunn would definitely want to write or have be a part of his cinematic universe. So I think that's a safe bet, that possibly, and I kind of like the idea of maybe a hero and a villain having a movie, and maybe their origin stories, and maybe they connect in some way. I'm not sure. That's why James Gunn's getting paid the big bucks. And I think he did tease also Mr. Terrific, which I think would be really cool. I don't really know much about that character, but he has been in some Justice League storylines that I've read, and I think it would be really cool to kind of pull in someone that we've never really heard of. And I mean, I don't know, and I really don't know how many projects are going to be announced. Maybe, I think 3 to 4 is kind of what people have been saying, but I did see something on Twitter about maybe it being more than that. So that would be pretty awesome. So, that his predictions could be, I'm guessing four movie projects, and maybe I don't think there's going to be any casting. I would be really surprised by that. But who knows? I mean, they've been working on this since November, so 3 months. I just don't see it being that soon to cast. But I do think there's going to be a Superman movie, a Lobo movie, and a Mr. Terrific movie. And if I had to guess one more, I'm going to say it's either Wonder Woman or Green Lantern. I think would be cool. I don't know. I just don't know. It's going to be such a tall order to figure out what's going to be next. But I think I'm really excited, and I'm definitely going to do a video tomorrow breaking down everything. I don't know exactly how this is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be a video. I've been hearing that there's like a private presentation that might have already happened, and then they're going to just release it tomorrow, like what was in the meeting. I would love to see some sort of trailer that I could react to, or some sort of images. But yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. What movies do you think will be announced? Who would you cast as, say, the next Wonder Woman, or who would you cast as Superman? Who knows? But I hope